Whether you're new to pool and practicing the basics, or a more experienced player performing drills to improve your shot making and positional play, the Drill Partner is perfect for you.
Welcome back to another edition of Dogging It. I'm Molina Mike, and we got a fun evening show in store for you guys. Kind of a quicker one, but yeah, it's going to be a good one nevertheless. We had a good time out there at Junior Nationals, and you guys saw a lot of the stuff that we were able to do with me and Collins and the kids, and got to meet a lot of parents and make a lot of memories, man, like not just for ourselves and for you guys, but for those that were involved. So there was a lot of people with a lot of stories, and kids from just all over the country had been getting ready for this event for a long time, a lot longer than I ever realized, and it wasn't just the work on the back end from the organizers and guys like Shane Tyree of the BEF and Cecil and all those guys at the ACS and Quincy and all that. But like I said, the parents and the kids who were working their tail off to get there as well. So part of that story continues this evening. So I want to introduce a couple out of Odessa, Texas, who took, I want to say it was 8 kids, and I'm sure they'll correct me if I'm wrong, but I want to bring in RT and his wife. I didn't catch your name, ma'am. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude. So
it's Chastity.
Chastity, pleasure to meet y'all. I saw y'all out there quite a bit. Y'all were there sweating the action for the entire week. How was that trip out to Quincy, and was that y'all's first time being out at Junior Nationals?
Yeah, matter of fact, it was our first time. The trip was about 15 hours. We had 2 teenagers in the back, and then I had my stepdaughter in the front in a 2500 Dodge Diesel, man. So it was kind of crowded in there. But it took about 15 hours, and we got there.
How many kids did y'all end up taking all together? Because I heard y'all were running pretty deep out there to Quincy.
Yeah, we took 8.
That's a lot of kids, man.
yeah, man. It's hard, man. I mean, we took 9 to Vegas, and then when we got back from Vegas, we took them to Lubbock. Right after that, that was a qualifier in Lubbock to go to Quincy, and we took 6 to Lubbock, and then we ended up taking 8 down there to Quincy.
What's that pool community like out there to have so many juniors involved to be able to come out of such a small town?
Man, it's amazing. I mean, to get these kids out here, and then also our grown-ups out here, the league play is real strong out here in Midland, Odessa. And these
really strong pool community back here. I mean, everybody helped with everything. Anything we needed, somebody was there to give us something.
Yeah, man. I mean, from all our league players, I mean, my family to strangers. I mean, we did about anything. I mean, even our sponsors, man. I think we went to Vegas. We had 9 sponsors, and then on this one right here, we had 4 sponsors. So I mean, there's a lot of love from the community out here.
No, it sounds like it, and it's super important. The pool community can be quite a special thing sometimes. I mean, there can be some knuckleheads out there from time to time, but there can be some great people involved as well. I got to talk with. I know one of them whenever I was walking around with Sam and kind of doing some interviews. But a lot of these faces, when I had seen the picture you guys had sent regarding the names, I was like, I remember a lot of these faces. So let's talk about some of these kids because they're the ones who, were the reason why you guys went out there. If you want to give them a shout out.
Yeah, man. I mean, we can start with our youngest right there, Mason. He's 6, and he competed in the 8-ball 10 and under. What place did he finish? Was it 5th?
I'm not sure if
I think he got 5th, brother. But he's only been playing for less than about 6 months, and he's really been picking up. Yeah, man. When it comes down to the rules, I mean, he's real professional about it. You know what I mean? He was calling those all-ball fouls out there.
He was a stickler, huh?
Yeah, man. But I'm very proud.
He would get along with Collins real well.
He was getting along with everybody out there. Yeah. I think everybody knew his name.
Everybody knew his name by the end of the day or by the end of the week.
Yeah, man, it was real good, man. And then next, man, I got my stepdaughter, Addie the Batty Ruiz, and man, she did the 8-ball 10 and under, and she finished 3rd place on that one. We were very, very proud of her.
I think I caught a little bit of that match that she had with Tanvi.
Yeah,
they were playing on the valleys out there in the corner.
Right, man. I mean, they look like twins. I mean, I kept wanting.
They really do. They really do. When I first seen your stepdaughter, because we had to interview Tanvi leading up to the week, and when I first seen your stepdaughter, I said, "Man," in my head, I'm like, "I think that's Tanvi. I'm pretty sure that is."
Yeah.
They look a lot alike.
They ended up becoming pretty good friends too. So hopefully they can keep that relationship going.
Yeah, no doubt.
And she's only been playing, man. She's been playing for about 1.5 years already, and she's made real good progress. Man, I'm very, very proud of her, man. Let me get to the other kids, bro, because we got a lot. I mean, Jaden, he's 11. He in Vegas, he got 4th in the 9-ball out there, and he's just been. He actually won an award for most improved when we had our banquet after Vegas. I mean, this kid just really caught on real quick, and I'm very proud of him as well. And then we have our qualifier, the one that won it, 14 and under in Lubbock, Javian. He's 11. I'm real proud of him as well.
Yeah, he took 4th place in the
9-ball.
14 and under.
14 and under over in
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. I mean, this kid right here. I can't. This kid's a pool rat. I mean, he's gonna be at the pool hall practicing. You know what I mean? And that's what I love about him. And then I got my next one. One of my older ones, Brian. He plays real good out there too. He did good. I mean, he's a good kid too, man. He plays a lot of pool, and I look forward to seeing him more, man. I mean, I think he needs a little bit more, but we're gonna work on some stuff like that. And then we got next would be Adrian D'Amelio. He's 15. He actually placed 3rd in the Vegas tournament, the 8-ball. He didn't go to Lubbock. He came down here to Quincy. He did pretty good, man, but I think I just felt a little short, man. I think the nerves.
Competition was really high.
Yes, yeah. It was to me the competition from Vegas, man, was about 5 times higher, in my opinion. It was really strong out there. And then man, we got one of the best ones right here, man. We got Robert Orta. I mean, this guy went in Vegas. He got 2nd place in the 8-ball, and then he's the one that won the 16 and under in Lubbock for your qualifier in Quincy.
Nice.
I mean, this kid can just shoot, man.
He ended up 9th, I believe, in the 10-ball. 16 and under.
Yeah, he really wanted it, man. I mean, I can't explain to you how much work he puts into what he does. And his dad and his dad and his family are real good people, man. They take care of him. I mean, it's been a blessing to have him with us here. And then the last one we got is Antonio Sanchez. He's 16. He plays pretty good too, man. I think he knows what he needs to work on, but I'm very proud of him as well.
What was it like for you guys having to help kind of coordinate and logistically just get all these kids out there, because it's not cheap, and there's a lot that goes into it, from hotel to food. And listen, you got teenage boys on that list, and they can eat.
Yeah.
We did a lot. There was a lot of work we put into it. I mean, the barbecue sales, the bake sales, the asking sponsors for money. It was a lot of work, but getting there, just everything paid off.
Yeah,
it really did.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? Elaborate on that statement for me if you can.
Just seeing all the kids there, seeing all of them compete, actually seeing them win games. When the first day we got there, it was a little hard. All of them kind of went down and nobody won. The second day, the kids came back. They won a game here and there, and you could see on their faces they were determined. It was a blessing to see them there.
Yeah.
What was their feedback like, on the back end? Are they going to be going back and doing more junior national stuff after getting their feet wet out there?
Oh, most definitely, sure. Man. I mean, Addie's ready to go back and get first place. She's been talking about Dalton and everybody, man. I mean, she wants to go back, and these kids are ready to go back. I mean, we came back and they're ready on the pool table. We got league coming up on Sunday again, junior league, so we're gonna be right back at it, man. And I mean, they're ready.
Getting ready for Vegas.
Yeah, start getting ready for Vegas, definitely.
Well, you guys don't stop, and I'm sure they appreciate that, and the sport appreciates that, because we need kids to have opportunity all over the country. And we were able to do a lot of fun stuff out there, including something with Dalton and a few others, and it was a lot of memorable stuff. But I got hit up the other day from a buddy of mine out of California, and I'm going to bring him on in along with his friend Mike, and I'll kind of defer to them. So I got Sean Damani and Mike Murphy. Mike, I don't know where you're from, buddy, but I do know where Sean's from. But I'll leave the floor to Sean here.
He's 10 hours away, Portland, Oregon. Yeah, about 10 hours.
Yeah, on the Oregon coast. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is how it happened. A couple of days ago, me and Mike actually, like in 2 or 3 weeks, we've actually clicked. Now we text each other, we talk all day. He's like down to earth, and He reached out to me. He's like, I have something that I can't get rid of. And I'm like, okay. So what can we do about it? And I'm like, let's drop pricing and do. He's like, no, I want to donate it. So I'm like, you know what? That'll be a good idea to donate whatever we have. So I'm like, who's the best person to do this? Molina Mike, right? He was just at BEF.
I need all the help I can get. Trust me, I do.
And so I called him up and I'm like, I have this product that I think will be a really good. And actually, that was Mike's idea. Most of it was Mike's idea. That want to donate it. So I'm like, okay. So I called up Molina. I'm like, hey, we have this. We need to make a juniors day. Some juniors day. Let's do this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he went back. He started thinking, we can do this. I have a couple people in mind, and I'm gonna get them on a podcast. Mike, so I reached out to Mike. I'm like, are you comfortable getting on a podcast and talk about it? He's like, yeah, that's fine. We'll do it. So we gave him a green light, and now here we are.
We are. Mike, what was your inspiration behind wanting to do it to a junior versus just anybody else in the world?
Well, I've seen lately on the just on different social media and stuff, the juniors, and they're starting to get more attention. And I see that they don't always have. We got a lot of trouble like getting the funding and stuff like that. And so I figured it was something that I could do to be able to help. Be able to get something going to help some of these kids out, because I love pool, and more kids like pool, we get more people playing pool, it gets out there even more. So,
Sir.
APA 2.5.
No, BCA.
BCA.
But I'm only a 309. I'm still not any good yet, but I'm learning.
It's not just any Q, it's a McDermott Q of the year. So I'm going to bring it on screen right now. We got some photos that we can share with you guys. I think it retails for, what is it, Sean, around $1,800 or is it $3,000?
$1,899.
$1,899 is what it retails for. So on behalf of Mike and Sean, we're going to donate to you guys out of Odessa, Texas, and the Shooters Group, and all the 8 kids that you guys were able to do, and whatever we can do on our end to kind of help get you guys some buyers of raffle tickets, whether it's online and blast it all over our social media pages. We'll be glad to help out as well.
Hey man, thank y'all very much, man. That's a beautiful stick. Thank y'all.
This queue is going to include a 2x2 McDermott case, a glove, Q-Tech glove, Teom chalk, the tip tool. I'm going to add all that in. You're not just getting a queue, you're getting more stuff with it.
Wow, thank you.
So, we're gonna make a full package of it and send it out.
Hey, thank you very much again. Thank you.
No, of course. Anytime we can. I own a pool room. I have three kids at home, right? And my biggest mistake was getting rid of my table, right?
Yeah.
Rid of my table, my kids got on the iPad, cell phones, and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
So recently, I put a table at home, and I'm telling you, my kids are leaving the iPad and cell phone and actually hitting balls on the table. That's the difference for me. Like, I wish they would take it a little bit more seriously, but they're not at that age yet, but hopefully down the road we will.
Right.
Start betting chores, then they'll take it seriously.
Yeah. Hey, we're doing the same thing too, man. I mean, the kids that we have on our team, the parents, all the parents have pretty much bought their kids pool tables, and they have them in the garage and they have them in the house. And I tell these guys, man, you got to be hitting balls. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna see. So they take it very seriously, man.
Yeah. Mike, notes, buddy, to get better.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, we couldn't listen. We're here for you guys. We're here for the kids. We're here for their future in the sport, because it's our job to kind of do whatever we can within our means to kind of coordinate together. And I felt like it was very fitting, all things considered, to have you guys be the ones who got this. So we'll coordinate on the back end. We will post it all over Windows Open, all over our own social media pages. Sean's got a group as well, and we'll make sure and get the word out. And then we'll get with you guys and figure out a way, if however y'all want to do it, if we send you the stuff and then we can just post it afterwards online or whatever, just to kind of maximize everything. This would go to support their group, the 8 kids that they took along on that trip, and help support the future that that we have in our industry. So,
Yeah, man.
And anytime you guys are in California, I own a pool room, jointed Q billiards.
Okay.
Yes.
Bring your kids up there. I got your lunch, dinner, whatever you guys need.
All
Play
right.
all day long. I don't charge kids to play up there. They can be there all day long. Don't matter. Just come hang out, hit me up, and we'll make it a nice vacation out of it.
Sounds like a date, baby.
Great.
Sounds like a date.
they're gonna take you up on that. Hey, listen,
Yeah.
we appreciate all you guys for tuning in. Stay tuned to the social medias, and we'll follow up with all the details how you guys can buy some spots on this awesome McDermott Q of the Year. Mike, this wouldn't be possible without you, man. So we want to thank you, all of us do, for making this happen, because
My pleasure.
without your generosity, none of this happens. So you're having this effect on young lives and their future in the sport, man. So we appreciate you.
Right on. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you. Thank
Glad
you.
I could help. Absolutely.
We will see you guys soon. Stay tuned. The window's open, and we'll have more details for you. Mike's got to go hit balls for his league, so we'll get out of here. But
Yeah, we got league too, bro.
you guys have a good night, and we'll talk
Yeah.
soon, you guys.
All right,
Later.
take care.